Hello everybody, my name is Cody, and welcome back to day 3 of Plantmas. And so far we've done Ahoya, Australicisa, orchids, that was yesterday. So today is a philodendron. So, one of my favorite philodendrons to grow is Philodendron Verrucosum. I love Varicosum. They're one of my favorite ones to grow. And I've had this one for a little while. Took some cuttings off of it. Sent those to some people. And it started to grow again after I cut it. And it actually put off 2 growth points. We got one here and one here. Love it when that happens. So, we got a little tattered leaf. But that happens. And if you look at my... I don't know if it picks up on camera, but it's kind of got a little bit of a, like a white sheen to it. That's just from my hard water. It happens. But I was happy to see 2 growth points when I actually just pulled this thing out of the greenhouse. And it hasn't been watered today. The moss pole's wet. Oh, pro tip on moss poles. So, getting your plants to attach to a moss pole can be sometimes hard because that moss pole doesn't stay moist. If you buy some nylon, like nylon yarn or nylon string, and when you're building your moss pole, if you run that nylon through there and either stick those threads in those strings in the soil, or like if you have a small cup of water behind it, put those in it, and it's going to wick up that water and keep that moss pole nice and moist. So Philodendron Verrucosum, I believe this is the one from Ecuador. This came from Logi's. Great coloration. Well, not great coloration right now, but give it more light, it'll color up more on the back. A humid grower, to say the least. They like very, very high humidity areas, well-draining soil, fertilized. The more you fertilize, the better they're going to grow. And I'm looking at the mix this is in. I see, because I remember, I think I did this on video. Oh, there's a weed. I can't remember. But there is some coconut chunks, some orchid bark, lots of perlite, some potting mix. Oh, there's slow release fertilizer in there still. Perfect. Happy that that's in there. So in a home environment, these things require like, I don't know, like 60-70% humidity to actually be happy. I don't know what's going on with that leaf. That could have been like that when I got it, because it's further down. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Oh, there's another auxiliary bud forming. Huh, I wonder if it's going to put out another growth point for me. That would be awesome to have 3 growth points on this plant. I'm spazzy today. If you can't tell, and no, I'm not high. God, that comment still cracks me up. Back to Philodendron Verrucosum. A climber, definitely. You give it to something to climb on, and it is going to be happy, 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 and grow like crazy, get big, big leaves, and just be happy. These leaves on these things get massive. I think it was Rachel that was talking about in one of her podcasts, where science believes that Verrucosum leaves have no limit on how big they're going to get. So I guess if you give this thing something to climb on and climb on and climb on and climb on, you may get leaves the size of a car. That would be super cool to see. But the way I grow these, of course, in the house, not in the house, sorry, in the greenhouse, this thing gets watered 3 times a day, because that's the system. That's why I use such a well draining mix. So you want to give these guys a good amount of light for them to be happy. You could put them in a lower light situation, and they're not going to do as well. They do really well in terrarium settings too, if you have like a terrarium wall for them to grow up on. And that reminds me of terrariums, so I think part of Plantmas, I may set up a begonia terrarium. Never done one on video before. I've set them up before, but I don't know if I want to do a 55-gallon fish tank into a terrarium or do just like a 10-gallon one into a small one. So I haven't decided yet, but that's part of, hopefully I can get into Plantmas. Maybe that will be part of the festivities. So, Philodendron Verrucosum, beautiful plant. A lot of you people know. A lot of you guys know what Philodendron Varicosum are. There's different forms of them. I would love to eventually collect all the forms that are readily available. I know there's some that have more of a maroon back versus like a red back, darker green foliage. We'll see what comes around. You never know. Kind of in the begonia phase and Hoya phase. So, yeah. We'll just see one of these days. But I also have the children that were made from this one in one of my famous jars. So one of my famous cookie jars, right? And what is fascinating with this is, so I took them cuttings and I was like, oh crap, I need to do something with them. So I stuck it in this jar that already had sphagnum moss in there, and there's some type of anthurium seedlings in there that really need to come out because they're like long and leggy in there. But what is blowing my mind is this moss, this sphagnum moss, is come to life. Like, is that not freaking cool? I'm glad that's picking up on camera. And there's two little varicosums in there. One right here, and then one over here. And the one over here is putting out a new leaf, and it looks like it's going to be pretty good size. So I'm very happy about that. But that is that not just the neatest thing? Now, it's just the sides of it because that's where the light's penetrating. Maybe if I put the jar like that. So it's just the sides where the jar is getting penetrated with light because the bottom of it, no moss. But I thought that was super cool. And this isn't the only one that has moss that's come alive in it. I've got another one over here that's got moss in it that has come to life. So, and these little Varicosum cuttings are absolutely loving this jar. I really wish I could remember what anthurium seedlings were in here, because I can't remember. Oh, that guy's going to be fun to get out of that moss. This one is too. But it's putting off this, if you can see. This guy right here is got some cool looking aerial roots. So, let me try to think if there's any more care tips I can give you for these. Oh, if you're growing them in straight sphagnum moss, which you can do, please, please, please make sure you put at least a slow release fertilizer on top of it, or you fertilize every 2 weeks, or if you fertilize weekly. Please fertilize when in sphagnum moss or in straight perlite. Anything without organic matter, please fertilize, because these guys don't get any nutrition out of that. So you got to supplement that. And I still have the orchids on the table, because there's been a lot of filming going on, and I really like these orchids. I think I'm gonna like mount them back here somewhere, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Hey, leave some comments below on what plant you'd like to see next. If you'd like to see the terrarium build, or if you would like to see, I don't know. I gotta pull Alice out. You all haven't seen Alice in a while. So Alice, if you don't know who Alice is the Alocasia cuprea. She's massive, but she needs to make her debut for Plantmas too. So her will be coming out soon. Let's get that in frame so y'all can see some. And then I don't know, look, my spool's bleeding. But that happens. Yes, so leave some comments below. Tell me what you like to see. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Head on over to my Instagram, because I keep forgetting to mention it, but I have partnered up with Pam from Pam's Pretty Plants, Nicole from My Clean Leaves, Nikki from Plants, Pots, and Whatnots, and Houseplant Heather. We're doing a giveaway that ends December. Let me give you all the official details, okay? Because I want to be correct. Because I've looked at this thing 47 times, but I keep forgetting because I'm a spaz. So yes, with Nikki from Plant Spots and Whatnots being part of it, that means there is a Canadian portion of it. So Canadian viewers, you got a chance. I'll be giving away a Begonia Julau. But anyway, that runs till Thursday, December 3rd at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. So head on over to my Instagram. It'll be the second or third post on there. You'll see, looks kind of like that. So head on over there, check that out, and have any questions while you're on the Instagram, send them over to me. I'll love to answer them for you. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.